Upon arrival at the scene of a medical emergency, the first thing to do is raise the alarm. It's essential you alert people that there is a situation before you enter the scene so that additional help is on its way.
I am on my way. Yeah.
Before you enter, you don't know what's happened, or if there are any hidden dangers, such as gas or live electricity. And so the next thing to do is risk assess the area for any hazards. Next, consider the casualty's airway. You can open this using the head tilt, chin lift technique, but this might be difficult if the casualty is lying face down. In circumstances where you can't tell if the casualty's airway is clear, turn them onto their back using the Superman roll technique. Do this by putting the arm closest to you straight up above the head, and their other arm down by their side. Reach across the body, take hold of their shoulder and wrist, and roll the casualty towards you. When they are halfway over, move your hand from the shoulder to the back of the head to support the head as they roll the rest of the way. You are then able to open the airway using the head tilt, chin lift technique. And check for signs of normal breathing using the look, listen, and feel technique. If the casualty is not breathing, perform CPR immediately. If the casualty is breathing, the next stage is known as the secondary survey, where the first aider performs a full head-to-toe check of the casualty. This should always be done over the casualty's clothing, which should only be removed if there is bleeding present. Unless this is obvious, don't put your hands where the casualty's underwear covers. Start by checking the head, the cheekbones and jaw. Look into their eyes to check their pupil size, and check for any blood or fluid leaking from the nose or ears. Continue moving down the body by checking the shoulders, chest, and ribs. Check across the abdomen, visually inspect the pelvis and hips, and then continue to feel down each leg all the way to the toes. Lastly, check the arms and other hidden places, such as the armpits, where there might not be obvious injuries. Look for any signs of swelling or deformity, as this may indicate the location of the injury. As you move your hands down their body, check your own hands. If there is any blood, look to see what the injury is and where it is coming from. Watch the casualty as you move down the body, as there may be a pain response if you touch an injured area. Once you have finished your secondary survey, put the casualty into the recovery position, unless you suspect an injury to the neck or spine, or to the pelvis or hips. Any casualty with a chest injury should be positioned with the injured side down. Start by placing the hand nearest to you upwards at a right angle. This is known as the stop position. Take their other hand and place the back of their hand against the opposite cheek, keeping your hand against theirs. Bend the knee furthest away from you, keeping their foot flat on the ground. And place your hand against the side of their knee. Gently roll them towards you. Once they are on their side, bring their top leg over and place it at a right angle to the body to keep them in this position. Tilt the chin back to make sure the airway is open. After placing the casualty into the recovery position, monitor their condition with regular checks on their breathing, pulse and level of response. Do not leave them alone. When you are relieved by the medical officer, you should give a full and clear verbal report, explaining what you found and what treatment you have given. The treatment of most medical emergencies can be safely postponed so that you can locate supplies or a more experienced first aider. But you must always work to preserve the casualty's life, prevent the situation from worsening, and promote their recovery. Do this, and you could save lives.